Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Omega and Byzantium. So the turn is 1904, year 13,955 BC, and we are one turn away from animism. But what have we done in the meantime? Well, I have been doing Tour de Animals. Actually, I took all of the animals from the city and sent them to Thessaloniki, Nicaea, Adrianople, and then Patra, because I realized that we can build a couple of gold herds, a couple of feather pluckers, and some other useful buildings in doing this. Second thing that I actually realized together with this is that we haven't really been using the story towers, so I built pretty much all of the important buildings in Constantinople. But right before I started recording, I noticed that we can build the stela here now. So I'm going to add it here, so that once we finish these 3 story towers, we're gonna build that one. But after that, we're gonna return to building story towers. We don't really need the leech catcher or the mud baths. We have really good health in our capital. Funeral pyre is pretty good, but increases flammability, and we've already, believe it or not, had a number of accidents where things burned out in our cities. Not good, not good. Tumulus is also pretty good, but again, nothing that we really need right now. So let's focus on the story towers. I'm not sure if we'll get some of them somewhere. Right now they're moving around here, being sent to various cities. I actually get a free promotion for each of them called Educate 1, which gives you extra education per turn per city. So I decided to keep one in Constantinople, just doing exactly that. So that is pretty good. And we also have a gold herd saved here. I don't know why it wasn't sent with everyone, but I think that we have the gold herds everywhere now. Yeah, we do, so there's no point in doing anything else there. Yeah, okay, I've been also looking at the strengths of various empires, and having quite an advanced spy network is giving us a lot of information about these guys. But you can see that some of these, like Carthage, have a strength that is quite higher than ours. This is amazing, considering the varied ranges here. We're really not doing all that good, but we have a really good overview of various stats for these guys, so I'm happy about it, and I plan to invest a bit more into our spy network. By the way, we were ready. Actually, we had a positive income with 100% science, but now, the turn before I started recording, it jumped back to -4. Not sure why, what happened, but oh well. Anyway, let's hear for animism, which is the prerequisite for druidism.
It is a well-known fact that even among highly cultured peoples, the belief in animism prevails generally. Even the scholar may kick the chair against which he accidentally stumbles and derive great satisfaction from thus getting even with the perverse chair.
That's a really interesting quote, an introduction to philosophy. So animism gives us extra help from 2 wonders of nature, an extra culture from that, and it enables a couple of buildings. Richardson Island, Sage, given for free by Göbekli Tepe, extra happiness and education. Required to build sweat lodge, requires storage pit, trading post. Okay, so that's actually available for everyone, it seems. And sweat lodge requires sage. Okay, lowers unhealthiness and increases health, and lowers disease, increases health, and increases culture. Okay, but we are going for the druidic tradition next, which is going to give us our first religion. I'm really looking forward to that because, frankly, I kind of like the way they rebuilt the... Wait, where was that? Was it here somewhere? Where was that overview? Here. Here it is. I really like the way they changed the various religions, and druidism is going to give us quite a lot of interesting things that we can play with. Plus, it will be a good thing for us to see how religion works, so I'm happy about that. Okay, and you... Yeah, okay, so they give 1 extra education per turn per city, and with the promotion, they give 2. So we're getting extra here, aren't we? Yeah, +2. Oh, that is nice. That is so nice. That is so nice. So what I'm going to continue on doing here... Yeah, now we have +3 again. What the hell, game? Why are you jumping our income so much? Is it because of the moving units? I didn't think so. Let's rename you to Constantinople Sage. And yeah, what I was saying, sorry, a bit confused here by noticing the income. So in the meantime, we're gonna continue with the storytellers, build a couple of buildings. Thessaloniki, Nicaea, Adrianople, they're just, on their way. We know what they're doing. Patra and Vodena still building buildings that can give us a bit more income. And when I'm back with Druidic traditions, we should be definitely on 100 here. Plus, not to mention that we are working here with our units, so extra income will be... Oh, okay. So I think this might be the reason that the game actually is moving around our worked tiles. Okay, well, you have an absolute freedom on that. Anyway, I'll be back with an update within a couple of seconds. Turn 1927, year 13,060 BC, and we are 1 turn away from Druidic tradition. Now, one thing that I wanted to pat myself on the back is the fact that we are now way in positive. By positive, I mean the amount of money we're getting every turn, which is amazing. But I think that kind of signifies the moment where we should start moving with our smaller cities into different areas. And by that I mean we could start getting some of these gold-producing buildings or money-producing buildings, which would be super cheap, because the production has already increased significantly. So what I think we might do here is actually kill some of these more expensive buildings, at least for now, and put in a couple of these cheaper ones. So, for example, for Adrianople, it's going to be everything that is taking 5 turns. Okay, so Nutcracking Stone and the ones after that are a bit more expensive, so we'll keep them there. Gold, Weaver, damn. Okay, that one is a good one. And then the rest is just, yeah, then the rest is coming from here. So let's do it like this. So they will chug through these cheaper buildings, meaning that, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 extra food every turn, which will more than double Adrianople's food production. For Nicaea, we're working on the counting sticks. So this is the same thing here because we get 23 production already. Is there anything more? Okay, let's go with... though this one will take a bit more time. Stones, animal snare traps. Okay, so let's keep these ones, but then move on to these cheaper ones. Wait, was that the cheaper one as well? Yeah, it was. And Nutcracking Stone, it's gonna take a while. Then we can do the Weaver, and then go back to these ones. So this will boost income and food production in Nicaea, and Thessaloniki is the last one. Torches 17 turns, damn. Okay, but lumber camp and the other ones will have to wait. Let's go with food next. Yep, 2 turns, cheap. Nutcracking Stone and not cheap. And Weaver, Indigo Gatherer. Okay, let's get the Indigo Gatherer as well. and then revert back to Lumbercamp, Tanner, and so on. So this will again nearly double the food production in Thessaloniki. As far as Constantinople goes, we are working on the Jade Merchant and then building the Tumulus, but I'm pretty sure we are going to switch to something else once we get the Druidic tradition. And Batra is doing what? Okay, all of these are most of the things centered around other things. And Vodena... Okay, nothing here either, so they're building the Sage. In Constantinople, we have actually constructed the burial. Is it in conceptual or no? It is an actual... Yeah, it's here. Burial Tradition Fire. So that's the one I chose, and we're going to do the same thing in all the other buildings, because I like that one the most. Fire seems like the best one. Caves were my second choice, but I think that fire is just the best. And yeah, I started spending some of this money to upgrade our older buildings, but turns out we have only one spearman surviving, so that was pretty bad. We have a lot of slingers, but nothing to turn them away. So I think that might be the next focus for us after we're done with the Druidic tradition, because I don't think we really can afford to lose so many units. And once we get to about post 20, I'm gonna think about founding new city, because growth needs to be. Saint Thomas Aquinas has been born.
So, apart from casting runes, what other hobbies do you have? Forbidden rituals? Human sacrifices?
Interesting one. Okay, so we finished the Druidic tradition, and now let's see what we could get here. Heat treatment. What was the next upgrade to... Oh wait, was it the Archer? I think it might have been the Archer. Theft. Thieves hideout. That's not a good one. Let's go with something really easy for now. Okay, I think we can definitely benefit from these technologies. So let's go for harpoon making and look at the upgrades to our slingers. So what do you upgrade to? Yeah, Archer. Another was Archery, which is so far ahead of time for us right now that it's nonsense to even think about it. Okay, never mind then. So, St. Thomas, you can spread religion Druidic tradition. Or you could join the city as a great prophet, but no. We are going to spread religion Druidic tradition. Okay, Druidic tradition has been founded, which gives us what? Nature Altar. Can turn one citizen into priest. Gives us +1 if we have a state religion, which we don't. But that is pretty good. What is this? Nature Altar. In Civilization 4, a temple is defined as a building where the faithful come to worship. Christians call their temples churches, while Muslims call them mosques. Jews call theirs simply temples. Temples are far more common than cathedrals, but much less large and ornate. Even the smallest village can possess a temple. So this will allow us to build a ton of buildings. Good. So let's build it instead of the tumulus. And then we could probably train a priest? No. Okay, I guess then to get the missionary you need to have the temple. Do we have a missionary here? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, so let's first get the nature altar. And then I'm gonna show the tumulus. But if this allows us to get the missionary, I'm gonna start spreading it out to other territories. Oh, and the game has given us flags near our capital, which is pretty interesting. But I'm not sure that we want to... Okay, well, we can. We can collect flags there. So let's go with that. Okay, so we're going to go with spearfishing, which will give us a fisherman hut. Why not? We have coastal cities now, so that kind of goes well hand in hand with our actual development. And then we'll get boat building, which is awesome because it will give us... It won't. Yeah, we need fishing for that. I was hoping that boat building would give us the workboats, which allow us to build additional boost. It works the same as gatherer on land, so we can get like clam diggers, which gives you extra food and gold, cod nets, coach diver, and so on and so on. So fishing is really the one that we want to boost our production in the coastal cities. Oh well. Turn 1940, year 12,554 BC, and we are 1 turn away from spearfishing. But before we go there, I wanted to mention two things. A, we are having a huge invasion of barbarian hordes near Verdena. I had to spread my forces really thin here to prevent them from crossing into our lands, and they already pillaged a number of trails in the forest here. Fortunately, nothing of really significance has been lost. But I think I'm going to have to send reinforcements. So let's send one of these Atlatlists. And probably even the Stone Maceman, because it's not getting better and recently more units have appeared here. So not good, not good. Second, we have just finished the first druidic building, which is... and I forgot what it was called. Never mind. But it did not allow us to get the druidic missionary, so I checked what we need, and it requires Nature Circle of Power, which, as I found out, is one of the buildings that was allowed to us by that first building. We can build Nature Circle of Power, which will give us extra to education, extra health, extra culture, and heals 2% per turn of all that we have. It also allowed us to get Nature Altar, which gives us extra additional food when you have barley available, which in our case is extra one food. Nature Altar Mushrooms, which would give us extra food with mushrooms, and Nature Altar Wheat God, which gives us extra food with wheat. So I think I'm gonna shadow the Nature Circle of Power now, and we're gonna build the altars afterwards, after the tumulus, because it's halfway built. And once we have the Nature Circle of Power, we can start training the missionaries and spreading the druidic tradition to all of our other cities. I also started to train the tribe in Verdena. As you can see, our income is already 16. We're pretty much swimming in cash, so I'm happy that that is happening. And I'm a bit torn between two places for my next city. Now the first one, as you guys know, would be here. Actually, I wanted to build it on the amber tile, but as there's amber there, I think we're going to build it next to it here on that forested tile, which would allow us to get potatoes, llamas, coca, apples. That would be the second source of apples. We already have one. Amber and that's the second source of coca in that case. So that would be pretty good because it's a really good extension of our territory, and it would protect Constantinople from attacks from the south. Or we could send our tribe up here, which would allow us to get pearls, clams, and coconut, and would protect it would be another coastal city, and would protect Constantinople from the north. Not that there is much coming from there, but still. I think we're going to go with south now, and this is going to be the next one that we're going to get. But, we'll see. I'm still torn. But once we get this city done, we can go with the plan as was mentioned before. going here to get the tin, bison, and stone, and then we can eventually spread to this tile where we get cows, salt, which is one thing that I'm really after. Look at how many bonuses that gets over time. Almonds, tea, because I mean really it's tea, and sheep. So yeah, I guess we're settled. It's settled. We're founding a city here. Okay, now let's hear it for spearfishing. First step to the sea.
Fishing is much more than fish. It is the great occasion when we may return to the fine simplicity of our forefathers.
Okay, so building enables spearfisher, coast, if I can understand correctly, coast, power coast, tropical coast, and freshwater coast is going to give us more food. Improvements sea hunter, and leads to boat building, which is our next technology. Okay, well, these guys made the unfortunate mistake of moving to a tile without a defensive bonus, which was what I tried them to do. Ah, crap. Those are stone. Oh god, they moved most of their units there and they kept the obsidian basement here. Dang it, this is gonna be brutal. Okay, how many units do we have here? We have the eagle talkers here. Those won't help us. We got 3 units here. Okay, reinforcements are on the way. But I have to mention that we have nobody in Vodena to protect it because all of the units are out. So how fast can we train someone for the protection? 2 turns, 2 turns, 2 turns. Okay, that is making me happy. What are you... Okay, against mounted, that's not gonna help here. We need someone against melee. I think the axeman was against melee. Yes, you are against melee, so you're gonna happen next. I should have done that before, but hopefully they're gonna be interested in pillaging. Okay, we 1 turn. Pillage 1 turn. Okay, so let's risk this. This is probably not going to happen, but we'll hurt them. Yep, and now you guys have bigger chance. Okay, now the spearmen. Crap. That was not at all as effective as I expected it to be. We didn't... Did they still got the stone spearman there? Jesus. Oh, that's not good. I just wasted my units. I was hoping that we would kill at least 1, but we completely failed. So let's try to bait them into coming. If they're gonna move, we will win. If they won't, we won't. Okay, you guys will fortify. They might even feel bold enough to attack you. And you guys need to start producing units now. Because, oh, that's gonna take too long. Patra, how about you? That's too long as well, right? 3 turns, yeah, they're not gonna make it in time. I can send you here, that's at least something. So let's see how this crisis will abate. Because that is... Okay, we killed someone. Okay, Eagle Talkers killed a Neanderthal stone spearman. And then they won. So rest in peace. You will be missed. Okay, hopefully they will pillage something now. Actually, no, they attacked. Okay. So Patra finished buildings, so let's schedule something here and then have a look at what happened there. Okay, so you are done with everything, so what gives science? Smoke signals and rock art. Okay. And let's see what happened here. Yep, you guys killed 2 of those. Oh, you did? No, the stonemaceman... Okay, the stonemaceman killed them. And here we got the stone axeman. Yep, you can move here. You can move here. Atlatist can go here. Okay, we got it under control. Now there's only 1 unit left, so we'll replenish this, but that was a sad end for the Eagle Doggers. They actually killed 1 of the enemies, but oh well. I guess in their honor we are going to train a new hunter unit that's gonna bear their name. Anyway, that's all for this episode. What an ending. Yeah, these things you usually don't see, but we have been under constant barbarian attacks since I don't even know when. Like the past 4, 5, 6,000 years has been constant stacks of these coming. Most of it happened near Constantinople, so we could just destroy them. But as our slingers age, we really need to train more stone axemen. It's just, well, not axemen. Oh yeah, axemen, stone axemen. Those are the guys that have the extra attack bonus against melee. Because Jesus, there's just gonna be more of those coming. Well, anyway. See you in the next episode tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you there.